Let's do the Jointwise program for upper body wellness. Let's start with a cervical retraction. We're going to work on getting the upper spine to extend like this. So to do that, you let the chin stay down, the chest stay down, and only go back a very comfortable distance, stacking the spine. There's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, this time we're going to do this pretty much the same thing, where we're going to interlace your fingers like this and place them behind the neck to support the neck. And then you're going to do that same retraction and then add looking up. So keep some support into that neck as you look up. Let that back stay relaxed. One more. Alright, next we're going to do a little rotation of the neck. And make sure that you're staying on the horizontal plane. You can touch your finger to the crown of the head, top back of the head. Looking in a mirror is kind of a nice way to do this too. You can kind of see with your peripheral vision. Once you've got that, you can let it go. Again, relax the body and only use enough force that's necessary. Don't strain. And then we're going to add a little yes motion. Add the yes motion, and make sure that when you're on that you are on the vertical plane. And if it feels like it's hard to stay on the vertical plane, you're probably trying too hard or using too much force. So make sure you can stay on that vertical plane. And then in time, the neck will loosen and it gets easier and you can go farther. Okay, then let's do a little side-to-side motion here. So you're going to tip the head, let the head go to the side. You're not trying to touch your ear to your shoulder. And then we're going to go the other direction. So we're just angling off and then stacking back up from the bottom up. And the less healthy option would be to lift from the top of the head, right? People with neck problems often do that. So you want to practice stacking the spine. And make sure you're not holding any extra tension. And the head is just slightly forward, not trying to pull it backwards. Very good. Now we're going to do shoulder retraction, right? The shoulders tend to go this way. We're going to work on having them go this way. And again, make sure the back and the neck are not taking extra strain in that motion. And then let's add an inhale and feel the tension, hold the tension, and then exhale, let it go. Inhale, feel any tension, and exhale, let it go. Do a couple more. feel the tension. Let your awareness go to it and then let it go. Good. Now let's do a little reaching exercise for the shoulders. You're going to bend your elbows first. Reach up at an angle. And again, make sure that the neck and the back aren't trying to help. And you can also add an inhale to this. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Let's do something with rotation of the body and a reach. So we're going to rotate, but let the stomach muscles do it by keeping your ribs down. Ribs popping up means stomach muscles aren't working, so ribs staying down. And then when you reach off to the side, have the hand forward of the shoulder. What you don't want to do when you reach is to reach like this. Very bad for the shoulder and the neck. So make sure that your hand is forward of the shoulder. So your body's rotating this way, your shoulder this way, but your hand is at a different angle. So rotate, ribs stay down, reach the arm, rotate, reach the arm, forward of the shoulder, rotate. And then this helps you keep from tweaking the back, the shoulder, and the neck with reaching motions. Let's do one more each side. Very good. Those are the exercises, 6 exercises that you can do throughout the day. Make sure you do them at least once a day. Several times a day is best. You know, the body needs to move, the joints need to move in a particular way to be healthy. So a couple things that you can do throughout the day just to be helpful is after you've been seated, right, the body's kind of forward, right, and the hips are all tight, right? So then when we stand up, right, the body's going to be stiff that way. So to help that, if you do a few little back bends where you let the butt go down first, keep the back relaxed, and just do 1 or 2 of those. And then be about your way, and once you get to the doorway, as you go through a doorway, just let your chest and shoulders stretch open like this. Again, a wonderful way to combat the tendency in our body is to open up the body like that. So just when you go through a doorway, just get a little stretch like that. What you don't want to do is to pinch through the doorway like that with your shoulders going up and your chin going up. That's what you don't want to do. So make sure that you're staying open and you're getting a nice stretch like that instead. And then when you go to the kitchen, you can grab the kitchen sink and get a wonderful little stretch as you grab the sink, you take a couple little steps backwards, and then reach your hips behind where your feet are. It gives a really nice opening to the shoulders and the back. Really is a wonderful little stretch. And then you walk forward. Don't lift your head and chest right away. And then you can repeat if you like. But make sure you do that every once in a while throughout the day, especially if you go to the kitchen or or sometimes the bathroom demand will be strong enough, but or you can just hold the desk and do it. But that's a wonderful stretch to do. So you can, once you've been seated for a while, you can do a few little back opening, a few little back bends to open up those hips and chest. Go through a doorway, you can get a little stretch, and then you can do the little sink stretch when you're in the kitchen. So very good. That's the beginning of the Jointwise program.